federal corruption trial of suspended L.A. City Councilman Mark Ridley-Thomas continues tonight. Closing arguments started today. Prosecutors say the former L.A. County supervisor routed county contracts to USC's social work school in exchange for benefits to his son. Former USC Dean Marilyn Flynn has pleaded guilty to 1 count of bribery. The defense says Mark Ridley-Thomas did nothing illegal and there was no quid pro quo arrangement.
Jon Regardie of LA Magazine was in the courtroom today. He joins us now live. Jon, good to see you. Cameras not allowed in the courtroom. So if you would, paint a picture for us, because you say one of the big stories here is the support for Mark Ridley-Thomas in and out of that courtroom.
Absolutely. And there is so much support, Alex, that they literally had to go to a second courtroom. There is an overflow crowd. I think there were probably about 75 people today. I saw Dr. Cornel West sitting in the front row, City Councilman Curran Price. There are friends, there are ex-employees, there are business relationships that go back 30 years, people he's worked with, community supporters. And then you see everyone out in the break, and people are very energized. And you get the sense that after 30 years, people want to step up for Mark Ridley-Thomas at his time of need.
We know that closing arguments started today. What's your take on the trial? Is this going to end up on his side or not?
You know, it's very hard to tell. Everybody's trying to read the jury. The trial's been going on, though, for about 2 weeks. The prosecution went for a little bit over a week. The defense went for just 2 days. So maybe that tells you something about where they think their case are. And as you said, then we've got to the beginning of the closing arguments today. It's expected that this will go to the jury tomorrow.
So if Mark Ridley-Thomas beats this, does he have a political future? Because one thing you and I have seen at a lot of events we both have covered, Mark Ridley-Thomas is around all the time. And there are other people that have been under indictment that were former city council members that kind of disappeared afterwards. It seems like Mark Ridley-Thomas is everywhere.
He is everywhere. And again, as we mentioned before, this is someone with 30 years in politics in Los Angeles, extensive community ties. And very important to note that if he beats this, he can go right away and reclaim his city council seat. He is not ex-city council member Mark Ridley-Thomas. He is city council member Mark Ridley-Thomas. And the person there now, Heather Hutt, is on an interim basis. So he could go in and finish his term, which runs for another couple years.
30 seconds. Jon, if you would describe his demeanor in that courtroom.
Inside, he's like many defendants, very calm, very collected. He knows what he is facing there. But you see again in breaks, he's out with the crowd. People are supporting him. There's smiles, there's fist bumps, there's waves. But this is, again, very serious, and everyone understands that.
All right, Jon Regardie from LA Magazine, thank you for your reporting.